That's right. That's right. Now you're on the right path because you just tuned in to Views of the End Zone here on the Sports Palooza Radio Network, baby. I am EJ Gar, that Rainmaker guy. Oh, and just to be clear,
You are now listening
to the Rainmaker.
that's me. Hey, so what's all the hype about? Hey, yeah, what's all the hype about this show? What's all the hype about college football? Oh, the season's kicking off here. A few days away from a new college football season. And you know what? If there's someone that you know is going to be covering it all year, you've been watching me do it at Get More Sports the last 3 years. You watched me do it over at Don Best for, yeah, I could go on for how long, back to 2000, whatever you'd like me to go back to and talk to you about my coverage of the madness of college football. And yeah, you think madness. Wait, that's college basketball age. No. That's college football, kids. You don't think there's madness over here? Yeah. The new season's upon us. That means there's games to be played, lines from sports books, and people who can help you on both sides of that. And that's where I come in. Of course, following Eric and I over the last couple of years, you know what's going on. I certainly hope you are checking out my Views of the Pitch podcast that I shoot every Thursday as well. And basically, oh boy, for the next 4 months, I'm going to have a Wednesday college football Views of the End Zone. And then I'm going to have a Thursday because football Views of the Pitch. Gotta love to have two different shows over here. One's football and one's football. Because football. Yeah. So yeah, my next 4 months are booked. You're looking for me. I'll be in some room with some TV on, taking notes and writing down something about. I'm watching that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Really, seriously, every Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, college football, Sunday, there's, of course, football going on all over Europe and football going on all over this country and the NFL coming up too. I mean, really. So yeah, let's be on the lookout for Views of the Pitch, and now you have Views of the End Zone, the back gap on, back in the belly to belly. 2 solid shows for you, baby. All right, this is as close to Christmas morning as it gets for us, man. I'll tell you what, as an adult, a new season of anything, college football, college basketball, Serie A just got started. Serie A just got started, I mentioned, right? So yeah, new season's on the horizon, man. I love this stuff, and you know what? Before I dig into these couple of games that we're going to see on the 25th, I want to at least hit you with some of the games that are going to be coming up here next week as well, because the college football season's really only a week away. The bulk of the craziness is going to get on here on August 30th, really. I really have the teams playing on the 25th. All 4 of these teams are going to have to quickly regroup. New Mexico State's going to host Wyoming on the 25th. They're going to head to Minnesota for their August 30th game. About 4 days. Ain't a lot to prepare, and it's just not a lot of time to recover, I'll tell you what. And Wyoming will host Washington State on September 1st, so that New Mexico State, Wyoming, they're both going to be, man, get back on that field. And Hawaii's going to open the season on the 25th in Fort Collins, take on Colorado State, and they're going to head back home to take on Navy on September 1st. So all 4 of these teams are just going to be right back at it. That same Colorado State squad I just mentioned is going to only have 5 days after their... How about Colorado State on deck on August 31st, which only 5 days to prepare for that for them. So yeah, all 4 of these teams playing on the 25th are like, really? Do we have to open our season on the 25th and then have to play on that really legitimate opening weekend too? Ouch. Yep, getting thrown in right into the fire, baby. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, madness, right? We're already here. So I'm going to give a couple plays away for those 2 games. You just hang out then. Oh, yes, people. I really only talk about the real games being played. All right, listen, the Prairie View Rice game. Duquesne and UMass, no, not going to even talk about that. Throwing bets at games like that's just not in my repertoire, man. I'll get to the UMass stuff at some point here. Rice, obviously, we'll talk about them up the road. Not against Prairie View, not against Duquesne. I'm not. And just like the August 30th games, really, to me, there's 6 games to discuss. I mean, you look at them all. I'm not going to talk to anybody about the UC Davis San Jose State game. Savannah State and UAB, huh? You what? No. And as far as I'm concerned, I assume most people kind of tend to agree with all this stuff. I personally really see 6 games on August 30th to really kind of get into, 7 games on August 31st, and then really 35 games on September 1st if you really, those are the ones with the real lines and the real, okay, of course we have the September 2nd game with Miami LSU. Mm-hmm. Go Tigers! And Virginia Tech and Florida State, and that's on the 3rd, of course, and so it's about 52 games from the 25th to September 3rd. That's plenty of madness for me. So yeah, like these these non-conference games, and we got to mention all this independent stuff. What is this independent thing? I'm really it's so weird. New Mexico State, Liberty, UMass, Army, Notre Dame, and BYU are in this independent, but it's not a conference. It's not a conference. It's just an NBA. What is that? I still don't get it. So you're not a conference. None of you want to be in a conference. Well, you kind of do, but you're just not. You're going to be stuck. We're going to stick you all together over there. You're this FBS independent thingy. What? We don't care who you play. If you play each other or if you don't play each other, it's okay too. We don't care. What? That's weird, man. I mean, New Mexico State, I know is going to play they're going to play Liberty and all that, but really, and BYU too. But anyway, they're not going to really have to play each other either. So it's not even like they're in this independent togetherness thing either. You just, what? I don't get it. I really don't get it. If you need to create something for all these schools who don't really feel like the need to be in a conference, call it the independent conference for them. And give them 8 teams and make them compete against each other just like everyone else is. If you don't want to be in a league, well, here, we're going to put you in a league anyway. Who do you think you are? That's hard, man. Anyway, all right, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, I don't even want to get into it really too crazy here. That's good enough for me. Just go win your 6 games, I guess, and we'll put you into a bowl game. That's all they really need to do over there in the independent stuff. I guess like anyone else, I guess. But anyway, if you follow college football and hoops, for that matter, you're used to this non-conference schedule stuff early in the year before the conference play gets underway. We're going to get some strange games being played early here. Not so much strange, I guess. I should say they're more like, well, they're strange. Louisville and Alabama, West Virginia, Tennessee, Michigan, Notre Dame, Auburn, Washington, Cincinnati, UCLA. And then you have like the Akron, Nebraska, and Oregon State and Ohio State. And, oh boy, obviously still a little situation there with Urban Meyer over there in Buckeye Land. And I'll tell you what, man. I mean, Meyer's so many coaches have to deal with players who are facing, players and coaches have to deal with all this. There's so much going on here. I think it's tougher, even for Urban Meyer, for any of these coaches, because, I'm going to give you my opinion of this and take it or leave it, I guess. Think about being a coach, even a teacher at these major universities. And, the parents think to themselves, we've done our parenting, now we're sending them to you. And you do realize that the teachers and the coaches and all this stuff say, we're not their parents. I mean, yeah, we're going to watch out for them when it's our time to watch out for them, because obviously there's a certain time when you're in that classroom for an hour or an hour and a half and you're on a football field for 3 hours. Yeah, you're under their eye and you've sent your kids to deal with that. But, they kind of put so much on these teachers and coaches about how they have to really be parenting all these kids because they paid $40,000 to $300,000 to whatever you paid for going to school. My God. So yeah, I think it's a tough line that's being drawn here because coaches are kind of being hit with what players are doing, and they can't be there for everything. Okay, you know what? Maybe I saw something, but you know what? I chose to walk away because I'm not their parent, and yet. You know what they get hit with? Well, we know you're not their parent, coach, but you know what? You do have to kind of keep a mindful eye of what's going on because they are your players. And even if it's not your players, if you see something going on that, even if they're not your players, just 2 students who you saw something happen with, it's your obligation to get involved because you coach at this school. Now, there's a fine line that really needs to be drawn about what coaches really have to do and what these teachers have to do as well. I think teachers kind of get a raw deal on some of it as well. Because the parents are all over them. You parent my kid. I pay a good damn money to you. So yeah, that's a tough one. I guess we'll put that in the catch-22 range because it's like, that's my opinion, man. That's really all I can say about it. It's just there's a lot of it going on around the landscape of college football right now, obviously, and kids being suspended all over, coaches being affected by it, teams being affected by it, parents being affected by it, teachers being affected by it. And, of course, all the way up, man. So, yeah, it's not good for the game. I think we all know that, but All right, I honestly came on the air today to get you and me and all of us prepared for the new college football season. I'll tell you my schedule throughout the year, like I said, pertains to the games. I'm going to be giving out tips and plays all year. I'm going to be giving out tips. I'm going to be giving out plays. I'm going to be watching all these games. And I'm not just going to be coming on the air saying that this guy threw for 300 yards. I'm not a stat. You give all your stats you want, man. I watch the game, and then I decide for what I think they're going to accomplish in the next game, of course, and then you worry about their opponent, what they did before. So then it becomes the matchups thing, and how is this offense really going to do against this defense? It's more about what I've seen. You can tell me that they've given up 16 points a game or they've scored at 32 points a game and all that. Yeah, I get all the averages stuff, but if you get caught using averages to trying to figure out how teams are really going to end up scoring their points, good luck. Stunada bombats. Anyway, those two games for the 25th, Hawaii, Colorado State, like I mentioned, and Wyoming, hanging out in New Mexico State, Aggie Land. Colorado State Rams, 2 touchdown favorites, 13.5. Man, I guess it depends on what line you get when you look at the play. Every book is different too. That line can fluctuate from 13.5 to 14.5, site to site, time to time. Anyway, right now I'm seeing 57 on that total as well, and Hawaii isn't so much trouble in my opinion. I'm sorry. Now, Drew Brown leaving for Oklahoma State after those 22 starts at Hawaii, that's going to hurt. And I'm pretty sure he left because there's nothing left. There's no one back on that offense to help him. You want to talk about John Ursua being back? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're the name that might be listed on the returners list, but you didn't even play. Hurt that knee. He hurt that knee. It wasn't a big part of that offense either. So he's going to get back, and we'll see what he really has to offer, and that's what they have to offer. Well, oh, wait, they got a center back too, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. So, wow, it's not a good situation over there. And now this is the year they're trying to resurrect that spread, run, and shoot offense again. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. You don't. You know what? I get what we all know. He had a little June Jones influence and all that stuff too. Okay, you're not June Jones, sir. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Colorado State situation isn't all that better. Mike Bobo, I'll get more into Mike Bobo. I have a little thing there, of course. Nick Stevens takes his 8,500 yards and 70 touchdowns with him out of there, so only to have his expected replacement, Colin Hill, go down to another ACL tear in the spring. So I guess they're going to bring in KJ Carter-Samuels from Washington, and he's going to be cleared to play. So it looks like he'll be out there. And football aside here, of course, I wish Coach Bobo the best. He's still in the hospital, I understand. He announced last week that he's got the peripheral neuropathy, and he left practice about a week or so ago with the tingling and numbing in his knees and his legs, his feet, and that's not good, Coach. Really, obviously, Coach Bobo, I will certainly shoot a little message upstairs for you, my friend. Hey, I'm a Catholic man. I hope it's heard, and I hope he feels better. That sucks, man. He's getting ready for a season. That just stinks, man. I hope he makes it back for the season opener. Luckily, they don't have to leave Colorado for a while. Their first 3 games are in Colorado. They won't leave till September 15th when they're going to take on Florida, I think. So for me, that 57 on that total is a bit much. Just because I see a 34-17 type of game being played out, I'm not a fan of laying double-digit favorites here. So, you know what? I really suggest you might take that Colorado State first half line. It's going to be -7 or -8. I think Colorado State will have a 10-point lead. So if you get anything under double digits on Colorado State there, grab that play. Grab that play. And like I said, the other game, New Mexico State, that's interesting. Of course, Wyoming opened as 5-point favorites, and when those lines first came out, it was Wyoming -5. Not anymore. Now it's Wyoming -3.5, and the 46 on that total. Obviously, everyone knows who Wyoming lost in the offseason. I think we all recognize that Mr. Allen is now on the NFL sideline somewhere, and oh, poor Wyoming, right? How are they ever going to recover from that huge loss of theirs? What? They're going to be just fine. I think they have every receiver that touched every receiver that touched a football last year's back. That should ease a transition for any quarterback that they end up in. They had no running game last year anyway. And I don't think they're going to have one this year either. Either way, I know both of those guys are back from injuries in that backfield for them, but so What are you going to think they're going to be durable? I mean, you know what? You can't depend on what doesn't stay on the field. So far, those two haven't proven they can stay on the field. So I'm not going to count on Wyoming's running game anywhere. No thanks. Defenses here are obviously pretty damn good. We know that they're pretty damn good, but 46 points? 46 points on that total. I'm sorry. Like I mentioned, the defenses are going to be okay. They're going to have... I mean, I see a 31-27 type of game working out here. Game in the 50s, to be honest with you. I understand the defenses are pretty damn good. I hope that's what also adds to the scoring, though, because we are going to have two inexperienced quarterbacks on the field. Whether there's experience around them or not, yes, there is. So I expect good points to be scored on offense, on defense, and I know there's going to be a special teams touchdown in this football game. Mark it down. Mark it down. You heard it. Turnovers. Apple turnovers, strawberry turnovers, peach. I don't care, man. Hey, turn that peach into a cobbler for me. Thank you. Over 46 is your play there. So again, now listen. Every Wednesday from here until bowl season. The most beautiful time of the year. Yes, it is. I'm going to hope to be on the air every Wednesday doing views of the end zone. And every Thursday, streaming out views of the pitch for your other football needs. And is tomorrow's views of the pitch going to be fun. MLS Serie A, Europa League, and that's all going to be covered. So, yeah. Oh, are you ready for some football? Yes, I am. Let's make it Wednesday night and Thursday night football for me. And that's not even NFL stuff. Who knows what I'm going to be getting into with the NFL. I might be on the air somewhere doing something with that too. I don't know. I can't speak about it right now. Woo! Because that's how I roll. Because football. Because I can. All right. Ciao, everybody. I'm EJ, that Rainmaker, guys. This is Sports Blizzard Radio Network. You're now listening to Views of the End Zone here on our network. And get ready for a new college football campaign, baby, because I'm going to be here all year. I hope you will, too, all right? Let's get everybody out of here, man. See you later, everybody.